Hello YouTube, back once again with my Hannibal reviews, and here we are with episode 3, Secondo, and before I review this, let me just say, sorry I did not review last week's episode. I was traveling that weekend, and by the time I got back, and by the time would be able to shoot the review, it was already Tuesday, so I just decided I'll just not review it. Just let me do some quick thoughts. Once again, I thought it was one of the weaker. It was definitely on the weaker side of Hannibal episodes. Just not much happened. The only big jaw drop was the fact that Abigail Hobbs was still alive. I was always expecting for the ball to drop. That it turned out that she was once again just a hallucination by Will, but nah, but guess not. And yeah, that's about it. And I kind of like the end, how Will just yelled at Hannibal, just "I forgive you." I thought that was interesting. But yeah, once again, here we are with episode 3. Let's talk about once again. This was once again felt like one of the weaker episodes in Hannibal. Basically, all that really happens is Will goes to Hannibal's estate trying to find clues about him, and well, that's going on. Hannibal and Bedelia are just still doing their thing, and that's about it. Just not much. The only real things to talk about with Hannibal, there was just one interesting conversation. There was one really dark and twisted scene where they're having a guest over for dinner, and when they're in the middle of serving food, just Hannibal just takes I don't know, whatever you call that, a poker or whatever it is, and just shoves it right into the guy's head out of nowhere. And I just love how Hannibal just so calmly says, that may have been a bit too impulsive on my part. And then the guy, he's not dead though, he's just flipping out, he's saying I'm blind because there's a piece of metal just shoved into the side of his head. And then Bedelia just can't take it anymore, just grabs the thing and the knife and pulls the poker and just pulls it out. And then the guy dies, of course. And I just love what Hannibal said. He said, technically you killed him. That was, God, Hannibal's an odd guy, an interesting guy. And yeah, so that's all that really happened with Hannibal. The other thing was at the end of the episode, it ended on an interesting cliffhanger when Hannibal says, "I'm gonna have to eat Will Graham." So now we have, I guess that's gonna be the plot for Hannibal the rest of this season. And what was going on with Will this episode? Oh, and side note, Lawrence Fishburne showed up for this episode. He's alive and well. Doesn't really do much. Just kind of is there. And but what's on with Will? He goes to Hannibal's old estate. He finds the grave of his sister he mentioned to him, and he also finds this bizarre Asian woman who's there. And when he investigates her, he finds she's holding a man captive. And when he asks her why, she says, "Oh, because that man killed Hannibal's sister and ate her, and that's why Hannibal kills and eats people." And I was like, wow, well, okay, that's an interesting way for a psychopath to get its start. But then you learn also later, though, in a cool twist, it does seem to be more Hannibal actually killed and ate his sister. So interesting thought. I'd like to see if you get a full flashback to see if that's what just mentally destroyed Hannibal. But besides that, not much. It was a very quiet episode. There was actually in most of the scenes with Will, there was basically no talking. There was a few interesting visuals. I like the whole visual of when he's just walking through the estate, how he suddenly imagines him and Hannibal just sitting across each other, and they're the chairs they did psychiatry with. And then at the end of the episode, basically, Will breaks the lock on the guy's cage. He goes and tries to kill the woman. The woman then stabs him and kills him. And then I love the line when she said you set him free, and Will's like, no, I set you free. And then she's like, okay, I guess I'll join you then. So it looks like Will's got a new traveling buddy to help him try and get Hannibal Lecter. My only thing was, I was so waiting for them to say, for her to say at one point, "My name is Molly," because that's the name of Will's wife in the book. So I thought that would have been such a cool thing if she just suddenly if she just said at one point, "My name's Molly," but guess not. Then yeah, and so yeah, Will's got a new traveling buddy now, and yeah. So once again, though, I can say pretty just on the Hannibal, as far as Hannibal episodes go, this is definitely on the weaker end of the spectrum. Really only interesting things that had happened were just Hannibal kind of just saying Hannibal just saying saying you killed him to Bedelia, you technically killed him to Bedelia, and Hannibal deciding he has to go eat Will now, and and it also ended with Will, like, after that guy was killed, he turns him into what looked like a butterfly or a dragonfly, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick of all the snail symbolism. We get it. We get the snail symbolism. Let's just stop now. It's getting annoying, but then, yeah, so I think that's basically all that happened this episode. Like I said, definitely a weaker episode. I will say this, though. It does seem like these 3 episodes were basically just build up and set up since, like, everyone was left in shambles at the end of Season 2. So it looks like going forward now, like, those were all build up, and now, like, the real plot of the season is going to be the next 10 episodes. And, yeah, because, like, the trailer for the next episode looks really exciting. Just essentially bringing back the rest of the cast who has survived. Like, you learn Elena is also alive. Seems to be disabled, but alive. And, that and seems to just be bringing back every major side character who's still alive to try and bring down Hannibal Lecter now. So, definitely looks like it's going to be an exciting rest of the season now. But, yeah, that's all I gotta say. YouTube, as always, please subscribe. I will see you next time. Okay, bye.